and finishes home for 2.
And it looks like a foul as well.
And Thomas will go to the line for the N1.
That foul will be on the senior Jaden Rogers. As Kareem Thomas will head to the line for 1 free throw. As he looks to collect himself before he shoots. Up and good. Gives Kareem Thomas 3 on the night.
Cunningham lays it off for Rogers. Cunningham trying to drive. Rogers driving into the lane.
No good.
Couldn't get it to go. Johnson lays it off for Hinson. Hinson thinking 3. Couldn't get it off. Hines slams it home for 2. Justin Hines.
As it looks like Sallies has grabbed a little bit of momentum here. 4 minutes and 15 seconds into the game.
Cunningham lays it off for Height. Height trying to find some space. Height has Thomas. Height trying to drive. Thomas said no. Rogers. Height. Mid-range J.
No good, but a foul was called. That's going to be another one on Kareem Thomas, his second already.
And Height will go to the line seeking 2.
Looks like Kareem Thomas will stay on the floor as no sub is headed to the table. As Height will look to get his night started at the line as he misses the first. Actually, Swartout will check in for Kareem Thomas. Wise call there by Coach Trev. As Height goes 0-2 at the line.
Hines lays it off for Swartout. Johnson trying to drive. RJ Johnson is fouled.
That'll be on number 13, Jaden McGee.
And he'll go to the line for 2.
As RJ Johnson will have 2 here. First one's up and good.
Sinks the first free throw.
As Clyde Frazier will come into the game for Middletown.
Johnson buries the second one.
There's 5 minutes into the game. It's Salesianum 11, Middletown 4.
Frazier.
Looks like a foul called down low. Middletown will have the ball out from the side. And that's another one on Hinson. It's his second as well. 2 of the Salesianum guards have gotten into a little bit of foul trouble so far. As it looks like Tookie Smith will check in for Isaiah Hinson. So Shane, we'll have to watch that throughout the game. It's 2 quick ones for both Hinson and Kareem Thomas. Could affect the long-term outcome of this game.
For 3, couldn't get it to go. Johnson couldn't grab the rebound. Driving into the lane, couldn't get the roll. And the Sallies will retake possession.
Looks like Middletown's going to start applying a little bit more pressure. As the freshman, Anthony Smith will take the ball up.
Smith lays it off for Hines. Buffone. Looking for Swartout. Johnson thinking 3, couldn't get it to go. Frazier. McGee.
There will be a foul on Salesianum on the shot. That'll be on Justin Hines, his first.
And McGee will go to the line, seeking 2.
Shane McGee really went for it there. He was trying to get some momentum. Nearly had it. Also nearly brought down the rim.
And McGee sinks the first free throw.
As Middletown's leading scorer through this season, get his first points on the board.
McGee the second, couldn't get it to go. Johnson couldn't hold on to the rebound. The Cavs will retain possession.
Yeah, that's Johnson's second little rebounding mishap. First one was a little bit of a miscommunication with Anthony Smith. This time, just couldn't quick handle the ball. As Swartout will swat that pass out of bounds.
Rogers lays it off for Cunningham.
Good defense there by Anthony Smith. Ricochets out of bounds. Shane, I would say matchup to watch tonight is Zach Swartout on Middletown's second leading scorer, Jaden Rogers. He's their best scorer as a guard, so no surprise that the glue guy for Salesianum, Zach Swartout's on him.
And a foul called on Johnson.
Oh no, they called it travel. Looks like he traveled before that foul occurred, so Salesianum will have possession.
Hines lays it off. Smith.
Good hustle there, but looks like Tookie Smith might have fouled him on the way down. It's a good hustle play there by Jaden Rogers and Tookie, both diving for the ball.
LaSalle's up by 6 with 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
Very little stoppages of play here. No timeouts have been called yet so far.
Frazier.
Refs are letting the boys play a little bit.
Frazier trying to drive. Cunningham couldn't get it to go. Buffon lays it off for Hines. Hines. Tookie Smith.
Down to Hines in the post.
Hines.
Looks like it was last touched by Hines. So Middletown will take possession. As Rogers will bring up the ball here.
Rogers, contact with a Swartout.
And it looks like he traveled. Maybe dragged the foot there, I'm not sure.
Didn't matter, Hines said no to that one. Swartout. Johnson trying to drive, Johnson.
And couldn't get the bucket to go, but we'll go to the line for another 2. As that will be a foul on number 10, Amir Cunningham. His first. As RJ already with 4 tonight, will head to the line.
Johnson couldn't get the first free throw.
Yeah, he's been performing really well tonight. With Kareem Thomas and Isaiah Hinson going out early with that foul trouble, he's done a great job with the ball handling, sharing the responsibilities with Zach Swartout.
Johnson sinks the second. Goes 1 of 2 from the line as he makes it a 7-point Sal's lead. Frazier. Rogers trying to drive. Hinson. Rogers. Stolen by Smith. Smith trying to break free. Smith has it stolen by Frazier. Frazier. Swartout wins it back. Zach Swartout on the fast break. Swartout lays it off to Smith. Got it to go.
There's actually RJ Johnson in the corner. As Middletown tries to go quick, but it looks like Rogers was fouled there. Coach Trev is not happy, thinking they got ball. But it will be a 1-and-1 as that is the second foul on Justin Hines. So Rogers will head to the free throw line for 1-1.
Trying to cut into this lead.
As we near 30 seconds left in this first quarter. As he misses, RJ gets the rebound.
28 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Swart out.
Looks like Sallies may want to take the last shot here, but Hines is going quick.
Lays it off.
Will get fouled. And that will be on number, I believe that was number 13, Jaden McGee, his second. As Kareem Thomas and Isaiah Hinson will check back in.
Swart out. Hinson. 10 seconds remaining. Swart out. Lays it off for Hinson. Hinson trying to drive mid-range J.
No good. So at the end of the first quarter, it's Salesianum 14, Middletown 5. Shane, that was incredibly eventful. You know, Sally started off hot, which is what I said they needed to do. RJ Smith's got 7 points, Reams got 3, and both Isaiah Hinson and Justin Hines have 2. They also, Kareem, Isaiah, and Justin all have 2 fouls. So this could end up affecting them at the end. And then for Middletown, Tyreen Hinson, he's got 4 on the free throw line, and Jaden McGee as well. So Shane, you know, all of Middletown's points in that quarter came at the free throw line. Do you think Sallies is trying to be more disciplined on defense now?
I definitely think so, and as we've seen already, it's really a fast-paced game. I really think the fast break is going to be a key component to this game, especially for both teams.
Yeah, I think someone especially who has thrived in the fast break today is RJ Johnson. You know, he's done a great job ball handling as well as facilitating. So if he can keep that up, I think he'll have a really good second quarter and leading into the second half.
Yeah, haven't had a stoppage in play yet.
And then another person I want to highlight is Zach Swartout. He's done a great job on Jaden Rogers, their leading scorer. You know, he has done a magnificent job, you know, holding him to 0 points, kind of making him a non-factor in that first quarter. If he can keep that up, he does have no fouls. So he may look to get a little bit more aggressive here as we look to start this second quarter.
Cunningham, the inbound. Height. That's Thomas. Hinson.
Height nearly has it stolen by Smith.
Height. Lays it off the corner, 3. In and out, no good. Smith the rebound. Anthony Smith lays it off for Hinson. Hinson finds Swartout. Swartout, corner 3. Got it to go.
There's Kareem Thomas.
Kareem Thomas buries it from beyond the arc.
He looks locked in during warm-ups, and right there, you could see why.
Height lays it off for Frazier. Height thinking free. Height for Frazier. Rogers trying to lose Swart out. Height.
Smith there with the help defense. Looks like he hit it out of bounds. Trying to get a wraparound tap. As Aiden Montgomery, the senior, will check in for the freshman, Anthony Smith. Maybe looking to bring a little bit of height here. As he will guard number 10, Amir Cunningham. 2 seniors going back and forth. Stolen there by Hinson.
Hinson lays it off for Thomas. Swart out. Trying to drive. Swart out. Lays it off for Thomas. Thomas. Montgomery, the pick. Buffon. Buffon trying to lay it off for Hinson. Hinson.
Out to Swartout.
Swartout.
Buffon running the baseline. Back out to Ream.
Thomas trying to drive. Mid-range jumper. Couldn't get the roll.
Zach Swartout fighting in there, trying to get that offensive rebound.
Cunningham lays it off for Height. Frazier.
Into Rogers with Swartout earning him on the post.
Rogers. Cunningham trying to drive. Corner three. In and out, no good. Swartout the rebound. Here come the Sallies in the fast break. Swartout. Buffon. Thomas.
Down for Hinson on Height.
Hinson. Trying to post up. As to Swartout.
As it will be a foul on the floor. That's on number 10, Amir Cunningham. As 13, Jaden McGee will check back in for Cunningham. Sallies will stay with their original roster. We'll pull Buffon for RJ Johnson.
Hinson for a three. Montgomery the rebound. Montgomery.
Great put back there. As the Middletown coach will call a timeout. 30-second timeout here.
As the Sallies go up by 14.
Yeah, they got momentum for sure. Middletown is yet to score this quarter, with Salesian having 5 this quarter. They've been really strong tonight.
Yes, so far you've really seen the Sallies really dominating the paint so far. It's really interesting to see how Middletown will stop that.
Yeah, I think that,
and if they will.
I think that really big rebound from Aiden Montgomery there really grabbed a ton of momentum. This student section is alive. But yeah, they played really well. I think that the worst thing for Middletown right now is that their scoring is not balanced. You know, Tyreen Hinson has 4 points, and other than that, Jaden McGee has 1. So if they can look to try to balance out their scoring a little bit, like Sallies has, as they've had 5 different people score, I think they will be a lot more successful. But Salesian's defense has been really good this game, so it might be a little bit tough.
Height.
So it looks like Salesian has moved to a 2-3 zone.
Rogers back for Height. Rogers thinking free for Height. Roaming out, no good. Hinson, the rebound. Hinson. Swartout. Montgomery sets a pick.
As Johnson will look to take advantage in the paint.
Johnson is fouled.
And he is fouled on the floor. Looks like that was number 0, Amir Height. As number 10, Amir Cunningham will check back in. He's got 2 and has to be careful. Out for Swartout in the corner.
Swartout.
Kareem Thomas.
Thomas lays it up for Swartout. Thomas for a 3. Thomas roaming out, no good. Height. Here come the Cavs.
Oh.
Rogers slipped. Thinking 3, couldn't get it to go.
And it looks like it hit the top of the backboard, out of bounds. Salesian will take over possession. As Middletown applies a little bit of pressure here. And Trev will look here to take a 30-second timeout. Collect the troops, get everybody some energy. I mean, this whole night, they've played around 7 guys, so I can imagine through 12 minutes of playing, they got to be at least a little bit tired. In those 12 minutes, they played really well, though. Putting up 19 points, having some lockdown defense, so they can continue these efforts. It's looking good for them.
The Sal's trying to extend this 14-point lead.
looks like we'll try to get this game back underway. 4:17 left in the first half.
Thomas lays it off for Swartout. Hinson. Hinson trying to drive. Hinson lays it off for Swartout. Swartout trying to find some space. Swartout. Johnson thinking three. Couldn't get the roll. Rogers the rebound. Rogers trying to drive. Cunningham. Attempt from beyond the arc, no good. Swartout lays it off for Hinson. Hinson, mid-range J, got it to go, Isaiah Hinson.
He's got 4 now. Little double behind the back into the pull-up. Smooth as silk.
Frazier.
Out in the corner for Height, who drives and could not get it to go.
Johnson the rebound.
Shane, tonight it seems like there's kind of been a cap on the rim.
Trying to drive and lays it in for 2. Zach Swartout.
And the Sallies will take an 18-point lead. Shane, as I was about to say, it seems like there's kind of been a lid on the rim tonight. You know, Middletown is a very good team. They're 10-1, and a lot of shots that I think they've made over the course of this season, it seems like they're missing tonight. So if they can start to get hot, could be dangerous.
Yeah, the student section definitely has a lot to do with that. Definitely getting in the Middletown players' heads so far. It's been a very energetic game so far from the Sallies.
Yeah, the student section's loud, but I have to say this Middletown Stomp team, they're holding their own. They have a lot less numbers, but they're loud, I'll tell you that much. Very effective. Looks like they haven't got into the Salesian heads of the players too much tonight, but we'll have to see the rest of this game. As that was Middletown's second timeout of the game. Their second 30-second. Still have 1 more 30-second and 2 more fulls. So if Salesian can remain composed, they're in a good position right here, Shane. As Middletown will have the ball on the baseline.
Middletown trying to cut into this 18-point lead. The Sallies trying to extend it.
As Rogers will be your ball handler here.
Rogers lays it off for Hinson. Hinson, Cunningham.
Big block
by Montgomery. Rogers went up for the layup, and Montgomery said no.
Looks like there may have been a warning issued to the Salesian bench. They got to be careful there. 1 more, and I believe it's a technical. As Zach Swartout, great hustle play.
Johnson.
But it will be backcourt. Zach Swartout dove for the ball. Gained possession, then tapped it back. Good catch there from the referee. Definitely would have been a lot of momentum if RJ would have gotten up there and yammed that one.
Cunningham the inbound. Rogers. Rogers lays it off. Cunningham. Trying to drive, Cunningham. No good. Hines on the fast break. Johnson trying to drive, turns it over.
Stolen by McGee.
Hinson lays it up. No good. And the Cavs will retain possession.
as Rogers will bring it out for the Cavs. It's been near 2 minutes left in this first half.
Cunningham trying to drive.
Couldn't get it to go, and neither could Hinson.
The rebound. Minute 53 remaining. Montgomery, Swart out. Hines in the corner.
They'll look to reset back to Swart out.
Swart out. Trying to gain some space. Swart out. Has Hinson. Johnson has Cunningham. Johnson lays it off for the three-point specialist. Buffon sinks it from beyond the arc. Brandon Buffon nails it from beyond the arc.
He gets his scoring started tonight with a three.
Rogers has Swart out. Rogers lays it off for McGee. McGee.
Great hustle there by R.J. Johnson.
Montgomery.
I'm not sure what happened there. Looks like a little bit of confusion. Sallies will retain possession. I think Montgomery thought he heard a whistle, but none sounded. I know he wants that ball back.
Yeah, tell you what, he's on the fast break there. I think he might be slamming that one home.
As McGee and Johnson will check out for Middletown and Salesianum.
Minute and 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Swart out. Lost it. Hinson. Hinson trying to drive. Lays it up for two.
As he has 6 now.
Hines. Finds Buffon. Smith. Hines trying to break free. Smith. Back for Buffon. 31 seconds remaining. Hines. Hines.
Looks like they might be holding for the last shot here, Shane. Not wanting Middletown to get
Buffon. Resets. Hines, 15 seconds. Hines trying to drive.
And that will be a travel. So it looks like Middletown will have 11 seconds to get something going as R.J. Johnson will check in for Justin Hines.
Hinson driving into the lane.
Trying to get a little bit fancy. Ref calls it off Hinson.
With 2.7 seconds remaining in this first half, the Cavs will try and pull off some magic.
Looks like the side official will be correcting the baseline, saying he thinks it went off of a Salesianum foot. We'll have to see what they call here. Middletown's lining up for defense. And it will stay Salesianum ball with 2.7 seconds left. They brought the shooters back out on the court with Isaiah Hinson and Kareem Thomas.
Buffon, Hinson, lost it.
No good.
No good. So the Sal's lead by 19 to end this first half.
Yeah, Shane, it has been a wild first half. Salesianum, I don't think they could have got off to a better start yet. You know, Kareem Thomas, he's got a 3 and a layup on his and 1, got 6. R.J. Johnson, he's done a great job on both offensive and defensive sides of the ball. He's got 7. And then we got Aiden Montgomery and Zach Swart out with Justin Hines with 2, Isaiah Hinson with 4, and Brandon Buffon hitting that big 3 in the corner as you saw here to give him 3.
Yeah, Brandon Buffon with a couple of big 3s earlier.
And then for Middletown, Tyreen Hinson, he's got 6 out of the 7 points. I think that's really what has been hurting Middletown. You know, they're really getting one source of, they've really been getting one source of offensive output, and it's been from Hinson from the free throw line, with Jaden McGee having 1 point, carrying that other 1/7 of their production. So if they can try to spread the ball out, I know I've been saying that, but if they can look to spread the ball out here, I think they can be successful. Until they do that, it's going to be tough for this offense.
I'm Shane Alexo alongside Ronan Landis. We'll be back with the second half. Thanks for joining us.
From your first moment at Salesianum, you belong. A brotherhood that embraces you. A school that sharpens you. A tradition that inspires you. You stand on the shoulders of giants, and now their mission has passed to you. You are the living stones of this cathedral, the flesh and blood that keep their spirit alive. You are Salesian gentlemen, called to be salt of the earth and light for the world. Along the way, you will face struggles, but you must never give up hope. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. So stand now as one with your brothers and face the challenges of life together. Never fear what tomorrow may bring, for the same understanding Father who cares for you today will watch over you every day. Either he will shield you from suffering or give you unfailing strength to bear it. Put aside all anxious thoughts and be at peace. When you don't feel strong enough to stand, God will carry you in his arms. So go forth and do not fear changes in life. Instead, look to them with full hope. God, whose very own you are, will lead you safely through all things. You may bend, but will never break. We all have a vocation. We must believe that God has called us to fulfill a special mission that no one else can accomplish. St. Francis de Sales, pray for us. From your first moment at Salesianum, you belong. A brotherhood that embraces you.
Smuts. I am a senior in the class of 2023, and I'm also the vice president of the student council here at Salesianum. My favorite part about Salesianum is the family I made here. I love every day walking in and being included, like I'm not an outsider. I love being able to talk to my teachers and my friends every day in the family I made here and the brotherhood that I'm involved in. At Salesianum, I've learned a lot about myself. I learned that I can't do everything alone and that the brothers here are going to help me day by day with things I thought I could only do by myself. I like that I was able to let my guard down and be vulnerable. My education at Salesianum has prepared me for college in many ways. Like one, I'm taking an AP course this year. I never thought I would be able to even get close to an AP course, let alone accelerated courses last year. Now my teachers pushed me so hard that I know I'm going to be able to succeed. What's impacted me most at Salesianum is a Salesian leadership retreat I took with my fellow student council members in Michigan. When I went there, I was very protective of myself. But leaving, I was able to go to confession and talk to Father Zumbrum and really let my guard down. And he let me know I'm not alone. I said things to him that I never thought I would tell anybody. And being able to let those things go and let my guard down and drop my guard, I was really able to grow as a person. The advice I would give to an incoming freshman or incoming student in general is that this school is what you make of it. Everybody here wants you to be involved. Every extracurricular activity, whether it's band, whether it's sports, whether it's just 3-on-3 basketball in the gym, everybody here wants you to be a part of something. From your teachers, to your coaches, to your fellow classmates. Be involved and be who you are and also be that well.
Welcome back to the Burke. The Sal's lead the Cavs 26-7. Ronan, how will the Sal's continue that great stretch that we saw in the first half?
Well, you know, I think it all starts with their forwards. The guards have had a little bit of foul trouble early in this game, but you know, RJ Johnson's really stepped up. The sophomore has done a great job facilitating and ball handling tonight. If he can keep that going, it'll be tough for this Middletown defense.
Yeah, Aiden Montgomery, a big part of that too. Both players real key in the paint thus far. Henson trying to break free.
And that's a turnover from Henson. 5-second violation. Didn't get the ball away quick enough. As the starting five right now is Kareem Thomas, Justin Hines, Brandon Buffone, RJ Johnson, and Isaiah Henson for the Sal's.
Cunningham plays it off for Height. Height trying to drive. Height is rejected by RJ Johnson. And there's McGee trying to get the N1, and it'll go to the line.
Yeah, let's see if he can get himself going. Had a bit of a rough first half, only scoring 1 point.
McGee sinks the free throw. Henson. Buffone back for Henson. Henson has Thomas in the corner if he needs him. Henson. Kareem Thomas. Thomas trying to break free. Buffone, the sharpshooter. Back for Henson. Henson driving into the lane.
Great defense there from the Middletown Hinson.
And rejected. But a foul is called as Height will go to the line.
As that will be R.J. Johnson's first foul, I believe. And it will.
Free throws an early part of the second half story for the Cavs.
Already the second foul for Salesianum.
And Height drains the first.
He's got himself his first points of the game. As they bring the lead down to 15. As he misses the second.
Johnson the rebound. Hinson as Thomas in the corner. Thomas gets his own rebound and lays it in for two as Reem Thomas.
Yeah, that was intentional. I think it was a self-lob. Great play there by Kareem Thomas.
Cunningham has McGee. McGee back for Height. Height trying to break free. Hinson.
Looks like the phone stepped out. Great defensive possession, just couldn't quite secure the rebound inbounds. Middletown retains possession.
McGee driving into the lane. McGee couldn't get the roll. Buffone lays it off for Hinson. Hinson, Hines for a three. Got it to go. Justin Hines buries it for three.
Give him 5.
And the lead is back to 20. Height has Thomas.
It's over for Hinson.
Hinson back for Height. Height thinking three. Rimming out no good. Buffone. Hinson back for Buffone. Buffone driving into the lane and lays it up in for two. Don't usually see that from Buffone. Usually a sharpshooter.
It's a great finish.
Hinson for Height.
Now for Rogers, who will take
Beyond
it.
the arc and drains it for three. It's Jaden Rogers.
And he will get his scoring off
Hinson
to a start.
has Hines. Buffone in the corner. Hinson. Hinson lays it off for Buffone. Buffone, Thomas for three. Rimming out no good. Height on the fast break. Hinson trying to drive. Couldn't get the roll. McGee.
Be a jump ball and Middletown will retain possession.
Good effort there from McGee.
Yeah, it's been a pretty fast-paced third quarter with both teams getting out and running. Nearly stolen.
Cunningham. Rogers. Hinson trying to get the rebound. Buffone on the fast break. Brandon Buffone. Thomas driving into the lane.
And that will be a
And an
charge.
offensive foul on Reem Thomas.
That will be his third of the game. So he really settled down there in the second quarter, didn't pick up any fouls. He's got 3 now in the third quarter. He saved the play for a little bit. Coach Trev might consider taking him out, however.
Hinson driving into the lane. Kicks it out to Height. Height for free. Drains it.
He's got 4 now.
So Coach Trev will call a timeout.
And it looks like Middletown is starting to spread around their scoring. Amir Height had 0 at half, now has 4. Same thing with Jaden Rogers, had 0, now has 3. Jaden McGee got up to 4. Hinson stayed at 6. You know, it looks like Middletown's starting to have a little bit of success. The cap has finally came off the rim. Shots are starting to fall. A lot of their shots have been open shots though, so if Salesianum can stay disciplined on their rotations, they will do well.
Yeah, the Sal's really got to keep their foot on the gas here.
As Zach Swartout will check into the game for Kareem Thomas.
See if Reem Thomas and company can do so. Swartout checks in. Smith.
Oh, and that will be a charge on R.J. Johnson.
And R.J. Johnson went for it all.
It was kind of similar to that missed dunk from McGee earlier, you know, trying to grab a bunch of momentum. Just unfortunately couldn't finish it. This time got the offensive foul, as you can see here. Looked like Hinson might have been moving a little bit, but I think it was a good call. Hinson has the ball here. And it was kicked by Zach Swartout. Good defense there. As it is down to a 16-point lead for Salesianum. 4 minutes left in the third. As McGee will get the ball over to Height, who misses the layup. A little bit of contact.
Hinson on the fast break. Hinson trying to drive. Height lays it up for two.
Looks like R.J. Johnson, he was hustling, couldn't quite get the block.
Buffon for Swartout. They have Johnson in the corner. Buffon says, Height. No look pass. Hinson lays it up and in for two. Lead is cut to 12. The Cavs trying to crawl their way back into this game. Swartout has Hines.
In the corner for Buffon.
No good.
There was Swartout trying to put it back. Couldn't quite.
Height. McGee is fouled.
That's a tough call. That will be Hinson's third. So Tookie Smith will check in for Isaiah Hinson. Tough call there. Looked like he got ball, but the referee obviously disagreed. That's a tough angle for Hinson, though. Very hard to not get armed. As McGee will drive on Swartout. Misses the floater.
Hines the rebound. Hines trying to drive, kicks it out for Smith. Swartout for Johnson. R.J. Johnson back for Tookie Smith. Buffon thinking three. Smith for Hines. Hines has R.J. Johnson for three. Johnson sinks it from beyond the arc. R.J. Johnson.
He's got 10 now. Back up to a 15-point lead.
Height trying to drive. Height kicks it out. McGee.
No good.
Rimming, no good. Smith the rebound.
And a foul there on Rogers. His second of the game.
Big three there.
That is the first team foul on Middletown as Hinson will check in for Rogers.
Huge three there from R.J. Johnson. Swartout for Smith. Lays it off for Johnson. Buffon. Smith in the corner. Smith trying to break free. Smith.
Got to get it off soon.
Buffon.
Looks like he just did.
Hines.
Trapped in the corner.
Hines
somehow snuck out of the trap.
Gets out of it and lays it up and in for two. Frazier.
Looks like Sallies might be grabbing a little bit of momentum back. If they can get a stop here, I think it'll be huge.
Cunningham for Rogers. Rogers trying to drive. The corner three, rimming no good. Hines the rebound. Hines lays it off for Johnson. Johnson.
Great steal there by Height. He turns it back over.
Hines wins it back. Hines. Hinson wins it back. Height for three. Sinks it from beyond the arc. Big three there from Height. The lead is cut back into 14.
Salesiana will call a 30-second timeout. That was a big run there game was around a 22-point lead, down to 14. Amir Height has come alive with 9. Tyrene Hinson has 7. Jaden Rogers still quiet on the night with his 3, as well as Jaden McGee only having 4. Considering they put up 19 in this quarter, Shane, they put up 17. It's been a very successful quarter for Middletown.
Yeah, both teams have been really successful in the early going. It was really the Sallies who had really emphasized the counter. Now it's Middletown.
Yeah, right now, Sallies is getting outscored by 5 points this quarter. May seem like a little bit right now, but in the future, could be a difference maker. As we have 45 seconds left in this third quarter.
Hinson trying to break free. Hinson lays it off for Thomas.
A really big thing here is that Isaiah Hinson and Kareem Thomas do not pick up their 4th fouls. They'll have to play a lot more conservative in the 4th quarter. So it'll be really big if they can stay out of foul trouble here. As Amir Height will foul Brandon Buffone right there. That will be his 2nd foul of the game. 2nd team foul on Middletown this half.
Brandon Buffone draws a foul.
As now we are down to about 20 seconds left.
Hinson lays it off for Buffone. Thomas.
15.
Hinson trying to break free. 14-point game, 8 seconds remaining. Hinson has the ISO. Hinson.
Looks like they're calling a foul on number 1, Tyrene Hinson. It's a Hinson on Hinson crime.
With 2.7 seconds remaining, Buffone with the inbound.
That's Tyrene Hinson's 1st foul of the game. As you said, 2.7 left. Probably looking for a 3 here. As it looks like Tyrene Hinson's giving Isaiah Hinson a bit of a hug. Ref corrects that real quick.
Buffone the inbound.
Into Kareem Thomas.
Trying to get off a mid-range J.
No good. And at the end of the third quarter, it's Salesianum 38, Middletown 24. Shane, Middletown really came on there in the third quarter, putting up 19, holding Salesianum to only 12. That's a 7-point swing, could be big down the line. They grabbed a little bit of momentum. I would still say it's in Salesianum's favor right now. I would be very impressed if they came back in this game and won. As we will look to get back underway here. Salesianum leading Middletown 38-24 at the start of the 4th.
Buffone the inbound. Sword out. Has Height. Sword out. Has Buffone in the corner. Lost it.
Stolen by Frazier. He's looking to push
Frazier
it.
driving into the lane and rejected by Swartout, and Swartout gets the rebound.
Great defense there by Swartout.
Hines, Thomas, Hinson for a 3.
It's good.
Drains it. Isaiah Hinson from beyond the arc.
Give him 7 on the night. The lead is back to 17.
Height has Thomas. Hinson back for Height. Height trying to break free. Hinson.
There he is again!
Is rejected.
There he is again!
Zach Swartout rejects him for the second time tonight.
Not one, but 2 straight possessions from Zach Swartout with lockdown defense. As there will be a foul there on R.J. Johnson. Although Shane, in that encounter, that's who you want to see get the foul. Not pushing Isaiah Hinson to his 4th, rather giving R.J. Johnson his 3rd.
McGee will go to the line seeking 2.
He's 1 for 2 on the night from the free throw line. Staring into the face of the student section.
Drains the first.
Here you'll see the foul on McGee, sending him to the line as he will attempt a second. And second one's good. So the 3 and 4 on the night from the line.
Hinson. Thomas. Thomas lays it off of Buffon. Buffon for Johnson. Hinson. Swartout. Zach Swartout trying to break free. Swartout lays it off for Johnson. Johnson the drive, mid-range J, got it to go.
Looks like there will be a
waved
foul.
Off and a foul is called.
That will be on number 10, Amir Cunningham, his 3rd of the game. Hello, Shane, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think fouls are a concern for anyone on Middletown right now. Amir Cunningham has the team high at 3. So I think for right now, they're kind of chilling.
Dangerous play there as Hinson slips.
I think Tyreen Hinson may have...
He tripped Isaiah.
Yeah, I think he may have accidentally took out his ankle. As both teams will head to their benches but stay on the court. And Isaiah Hinson will get up and limp off in pain. Putting pressure on the foot, but looks a little bit... He was limping a good amount, so not great for the Sal's, but that will be they'll miss him a lot in this game and hopefully not in future games, but possibly.
Swartout trying to break free. Swartout lays it off. Thomas for Buffon. Buffon. Hines.
And it looks like that will be a foul on
Cunningham.
Yeah, Amir Cunningham. That will be his 4th of the game. All right, maybe he does need to worry a little bit about fouls. Spoke a little bit too soon. As a minute and a half has gone by in this 4th quarter.
Hines in the corner. Swartout for Thomas. Thomas for 3. Rimming out, no good. Height for Hinson. McGee trying to drive. McGee doing the dirty work. Hinson. Hines the rebound.
That will be a foul. Alden Rogers, his 3rd. Salesianum's doing a great job right now contesting every ball that is shot from Middletown. As now Cunningham will come out of the game. Coach wanting to preserve him until the end of the game because he has 4 fouls.
Buffon the inbound.
As Middletown looks to apply full court pressure.
Swartout. Lays it off for Johnson. Johnson for Thomas. Reem Thomas lays it off for Swartout. Swartout. Buffon in the corner. Hines thinking 3. Hines. Johnson in the corner.
Good defensive rotations from Middletown.
Buffon. Hines.
That will be a foul on number 1,
It's a blocking foul on Tyreen Hinson.
That will be a second of the game. As that will send Justin Hines to the line for a 1-and-1. As that is Middletown's 7th foul of the game. As Isaiah Hinson will check back in. That's a great sign for Brandon Buffone. Ankle looking good, not hobbling too much. As Hines will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Sinks the first. Gives him his 8th point on the night. Searching for his 9th right here. And will miss the second.
But the Sallies will retain possession. Last touch by Height.
Shane, I hate to say it, but it looks like that side is the side of rebounding mishaps. RJ Johnson had 2 in the first half, and Middletown has one here.
Johnson playing bully ball. Thomas.
Out just for Swartout.
Hines trying to break free. Hines, jump ball.
And Sallies will have possession. As Height and Hines got a little bit tangled up there. Oh, excuse me. Middletown will have possession. Sallies had it coming out of the quarter. So with 5:17 left in this fourth quarter, Salesianum leads Middletown 42-26. As Aiden Montgomery will check in for the sophomore, RJ Johnson. Looks like Sallies is looking to put a little bit of height on the court with Montgomery.
McGee trying to drive into the lane. Is fouled. It'll go to the line, seeking 2.
That will be the first foul on Aiden Montgomery of the night. As you said, it will send McGee to the line for 2. Looking for his 7th and 8th points on the night.
With 5 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in this game, sinks the first. As Brandon Buffone will check back in.
And Aiden Montgomery will head out. Looks like they're trying to get ahead of McGee a little bit. And it didn't work.
Thomas finds Hinson. Hinson. Buffone in the corner. Buffone lays it off for Swartout. Thomas. Hines the pick. Thomas lays it off for Swartout. Hinson has Thomas in the corner. Swartout. Buffone trying to drive. McGee said no. Hines.
Great hustle there by
Justin
Tyreen
Hines.
Hinson. As Hines misses the floater.
Height. Great defense there from Zach Swartout. Swartout. Hines for 3. In and out, no good. Thomas the rebound and lays it in for 2. Reem Thomas grabbing Hines' rebound. Height trying to find some space.
Loses the ball off the referee. The referee is in play. If it hits him, it doesn't matter. Unfortunate break there for the Sal's, but ball don't lie.
Thomas brings it up the court. Hinson trying to drive. Has Buffone if he needs him. Swartout in the corner. Hinson for 3. No good. McGee the rebound. Thomas slams it home for 2 is Kareem Thomas.
Kareem Thomas
Slams it home.
raising the roof. Makes Middletown call a timeout. That's a big momentum swing right there. A little bit of a miscommunication. Trying to get the ball up court for Middletown. Kareem Thomas, always lurking, gets the steal and slams it home.
Yeah, great couple of defensive plays there too by Zach Swartout.
As you can see here, Kareem Thomas Lurkin gets the monster jam, taking flight. As Salesian will look to maintain this momentum, heading into the last 3:27 of the game. As Middletown will start here with the ball.
Height will bring it up the court. As Thomas. Rogers trying to drive. Stolen by Hinson. Hinson driving into the lane, lays it up for two. Thomas was there just in case.
Great defensive rotations, leading to a great fast break score by Hinson.
Hinson has Hines.
Great defense. And finishing the play was Justin Hines with that
the
rebound.
Thomas. Hinson. Hinson lays it off for R.J. Johnson. Buffon. Johnson thinking three. Mid-range jumper. No good.
Yeah, Shane, it looked like there Salesian was trying to slow it down a little bit, trying to milk a little bit of time off the clock, ensure this win.
As we mentioned earlier, the Cavs are 10-1, a very impressive outing thus far from the Sal's.
They're also ranked #1 in the state on multiple Delaware sports websites.
Ream Thomas with the rebound. Thomas. Hinson lays it off for Buffon for Thomas. Thomas trying to drive, lays it off for Buffon. Hines trying to set a pick. Buffon. 1:35 remaining.
Yeah, Shane, as I said earlier, it looks like they're trying to waste a little bit of time. Took about 30 seconds on that possession to get a shot up. And Isaiah Hinson couldn't tell if they called it on the floor, but it looks like that will be Height's third foul, and he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. As Zach Swartout will check in from Brandon Buffon. As the junior Isaiah Hinson will head to the line. Make the first. Giving him 10 on the night, searching for 11 right here. And we'll miss the second. As Height slides across the floor for Hinson. Hey! Isaiah Hinson!
As Hinson slams it home for two.
Offense to defense right there. And Middletown will call a timeout, looking to get some subs into the game. And Shane, I think that might do it here at the Burke.
Hinson putting the exclamation point on this game.
You'll see here,
Hinson
Isaiah
getting
Hinson
up there and absolutely slamming it home for two.
as people will begin to depart from the gym, hoping to beat the traffic.
Couple big plays like that, especially from Reem Thomas, as we just saw Isaiah Hinson getting it done.
Yeah, 2 big dunks in this game. Really gave Salesianum the momentum. Student section is up and loud.
As Pat McGuinn, among others, will check in for the Sallies.
Yeah, the 5 out right now. Junior Zach Swartout, sophomore Nasir Logan, junior James Lauer, senior Nate Ray, and junior Pat McGuinn. As Salesianum looks to close out this game. Great feed in there to number 32, Micah Porter.
Couldn't get the roll, and he'll go to the line seeking 2.
That will be a foul on, I believe, number 42, Pat McGuinn. As we said, Porter heads to the line. Gets the first one to go.
The first. Porter couldn't get the roll.
As it looks like Salesianum will again slow it down. Zach Swartout bringing the ball up.
Swartout driving into the lane. Couldn't get the roll. Royster.
As it looks like Porter will head back to the line.
Seeking 2.
That will be a foul on number 22, James Lauer. His first on the night. Brings Salesianum up to 9 team fouls now. As Porter misses the first. Senior looking to make the second here. Some encouraging words from the coach. And he sinks the second. He's got 2 points on the night. As there's the sophomore standout, Nasir Logan.
Logan trying to drive. Lays it off for McGuinn. McGuinn setting a pick. Pat McGuinn. Logan trying to lay it off.
Good save there from Lauer.
Lauer. Logan
tries to get a little bit fancy and couldn't quite get it.
20 seconds remaining. Frazier trying to drive and is rejected by Nate Ray. But
that will be a foul on Nate Ray. Sending Clyde Frazier to the line for 2. Now we'll put Middletown in the double bonus, although I don't think it will matter at this point. As he makes the first.
Sinks the first.
That's his first point of the game. As the Salesianum bench is looking to celebrate soon.
Buries the second. Lauer the inbound. And Swartout will let this clock run down. So the Sallies defeat the 10-1 Cavs with a final score of 51-32.
Yeah, Shane, that's a massive game, pushing Middletown to 10-2 and Sallies up to 6-6. As we said earlier, Middletown was ranked first in the state, and Salesianum was unranked, at least outside of the top 10. Big statement win, had a bit of a rough season this season, but this hopefully can get them going for the rest of the season to go on a big run. Team MVP tonight, I'm giving it to Isaiah Hinson. He was involved in all of the big plays, did a great job helping to close the game out. Big contributions from Kareem Thomas and RJ Johnson as well. You know, great defense from everyone around. Had great defensive rotations. Specifically, I'd like to highlight Zach Swartout. He guarded the best guard for the Cavaliers all night, Jaden Rogers. You know, Jaden Rogers is averaging 11 points on the season. He had 2 tonight. A really great defensive performance. and I think it really embodied what Salesiana basketball is. Shane, do you have any closing remarks?
I think the fast break, as we talked about earlier, was really a huge key for both teams. Obviously, the Sal's coming off with a huge win. As you'll see there, the 12th man getting involved with the players. Huge statement win from the Sal's to knock off the 10-1 Cavs. I'm Shane Alexa alongside Ronan Landis.
Good night. God bless. Go Sal's.